Well, I hope you guys are ready to laugh because we have the Northern Hillbilly and he's here to perform for us.
Hey, thanks for having me. I just come back from Las Vegas doing comedy shows, and I gotta tell you, I got picked up by 2 agents, FBI and CIA. Not the agents that I wanted, but it's all good. It's all good. My daddy's getting old. He's acting weird, man. He started peeing with the door open now. You know how embarrassing that is when you're driving a bus? I know, it's crazy. I'm born and raised in a small little town. More born than raised, that's for sure. My small town wasn't just a small town, but it was a tough town because when we played horseshoes, we threw the whole horse. That was just the women's league. School was rough on me, it was. Oh man, I remember one time this teacher called me dumb, stupid, and called me an idiot. Then I realized something, homeschool really sucks. You ever had your parents help you out with your homework when you were a kid? Oh man, I remember 1975 coming home up to my daddy and I said, Daddy, I got a math problem question for you. He said, yeah, sure son, lay it on me. And I gotta tell you, my dad went to old school. When my dad went to school, Mr. Clean still had hair. So I told my dad the math question. I said, Dad, what's 6 subtract 6? And my dad looked at me and said, son, let's put it this way. If Dad had a 6-pack of beer, and he drank 6 beers, what do you got left over? I looked at him, I said, Dad, that's easy, that's simple. 5-star whiskey, right? He said, wrong, son, but I sure like how you think. I gotta tell you, he was happier than Pinocchio finding out he didn't have Dutch elm disease. The reason I told you that story is because I got a son that just started school like back in the last month there. He come home with the exact same math question. I'm never like, wow, deja vu all over again. I figure I'll use my dad's wisdom, my dad's advice, pass it down from generation to generation to generation. My son looked at me and said, Dad, what's 6 subtract 6? I go, well, if Dad had a 6-pack of beer and he drank 6 beers, what do you got? My son looked at me and said, what do you got? What do you got? You got a freaking drinking problem, that's what you got. I gotta tell you, he was more pissed off than a wood tick on a mannequin, you know what I mean? I had a monkey joke for you, but that joke was driving me bananas. I had a government joke for you, but I couldn't make it work either. I had a divorce joke for you, but apparently she took that too. Last night, I thought I was gonna get lucky, then my wife showed up. Yeah, I know. Boy, was my cousin mad, I tell you. 2 weeks ago, my hunting dog was drinking water out of the toilet bowl. Boy, did that tickle. I gotta tell you, it's crazy. 2 weeks ago, I had half of my stomach removed, and I'm sorry I just didn't have the guts to finish that joke. I like to leave you guys with a little bit of hillbilly advice. Last summer, I was riding a horse, and I fell off of it and fell right down to the ground. As I lay there in grief and agony and pain, the very first thing that popped into my mind is what my mama told me. And my mama said, son, if you ever fall off a horse, get right back on it right away again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my advice and my wisdom for all you people here tonight is this. Make sure the merry-go-round is stopped. It's a whole lot easier. Thanks for playing along with me. I'm the Northern Hillbilly. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching The Marc and Mandy Show. Like our video by clicking below and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.